no way. So this is going to be a rushdown game for Riddles, right? You need to get in there. You got to stop ApolloKage from setting up all of his shops. He wants grenades. He wants C4s. He wants to stay away from you. If you get up close, I'm trading with grenades all day, every day. And that, it's really hard to kind of like not hit those grenades if you're playing the likes of like Kazuya or Terry,
Yeah. The punish game is through the roof whenever he gets in, whenever he finds his way in, because Snake is really good at keeping them out, very similar to what we saw with Pikachu earlier. But doing that consistently against someone like Riddles who knows how to navigate that, it's going to be tough. I mean, I already see Laptop Blast over on the side there on his phone. He got that data prepped and ready for what he needed to do. Riddles has gotten to where he has successfully so well over the recent year plus because of how intelligent he has become with these poor disadvantages that these characters have. But it doesn't matter if you're the one always getting the hit. Game number 1 here, losers quarterfinals, Austin.
Yeah, Terry's going to be the character of pick for this one because obviously you want to have that little bit of faster mobility compared to Kazuya. So you're going to be able to get in there and close down any sort of like shot that ApolloKage wants to put out here on the table. But you got to remember that ApolloKage is the one that's currently on the rise right now. He's been getting a lot of wins underneath his belt in recent memory. Even though Riddles is the one getting tournament wins, he says, no, I'm still king out here, bro. Here's a spike.
I'm not going to lie. I think at this point, from what we've seen recently, from Collision up to this, until now, I just want to keep seeing the Terry. I think his Terry is playing so much better than his Kazuya right now. As good as his Kazuya is, people have been getting destroyed by his Terry the moment that he gets a hold of him.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really cool about Terry is that he's able to like close that distance so fast, and once he gets that one confirmed, he doesn't even need the go meter once you're above 100%, right? You can still close it out with a spike, with a bear, whatever you want to do, anything that you want to get that kill. Riddles is always thinking about that.
Look at the way he's pressuring ApolloKage too. Like usually you see a lot of trades happen, but he's doing the B reverses with the power waves off the platform, spacing him out with the F tilt. He utilizes those falling up airs to get combo starters, and ApolloKage has had no answer. He had the roll read right there, but instead he's going to take a rising tackle, and that is the swiftest two-stock lead we've pretty much seen all day.
Off of the down tilt on top of that little babiest of hits to be able to get that shield poke, and now go meter is active. ApolloKage has to destroy this stock right now if he wants any semblance of trying to make this comeback. Nikita missile gonna find its mark, shoot it right at the wall. Big explosion gonna cover any sense of recovery coming out from Apollo.
Very smart from AK too, because he made sure to delay it past the rising tackle and vulnerability, because once you do that active input, it's a little bit, it's not easy to get, but he keeps stopping it. Power dunk comes through, it's Snake, so he's not gonna die yet, but he has had a very, very difficult time trying to box with him this whole match, Austin.
Yeah, now he's at 97 damage. Trades are really no longer on the table right now, so he has to get in there and try to scrap. Riddles keeping his cool, just waits for him to do kind of like a unsafe aerial, gets a free shield grab in the process and pushes him right back off stage. Look at this jumping around him, waiting for him to commit to something out of shield.
So frightening to try and land right now against Riddles, and he'll take every trade because he's up a stock. There's no reason not to. Rising tackle will get that job done. That's a 1-0 lead for Riddles.
Up B. Charge character, man. Gonna be able to find his mark.
Okay.
So easy to get those combo confirms on someone like Snake. That weight is kind of a detriment to him almost in this matchup. The way he falls, it's very easy to chase. But ApolloKage, again, there's a good reason why we've seen AK get to this point. Mr. Scoobert Dubert is not one to back down early. You gotta think, you gotta pause. You did kind of get washed that first game, but you put it in your back pocket. You have a best-of-5 scenario, you have plenty of time to adjust. But Riddles, after getting knocked into losers early, has been running through everyone in losers. This does not look like that trip down there has made a big difference in his chance to try and get that CEO champ.
It's kind of funny because it's like once he was done with Street Fighter 6, that's when he's like, okay, time to focus on Smash now, and it's definitely showing up, especially with today's performance, right? He's been like just running amok in this bracket. Meanwhile, ApolloKage, so far in top 8, hasn't been being able to get those wins and those victories that he's been looking for, that he's been seeing all weekend. And look at that follow-up.
He used the throw to combo into the grenade to get the follow-up in the rising tackle. Like you could, things are just going south so fast. But the difference is this time, he's actually getting more trades. Snake's game plan is working. Every time he wants Hollow Bastion, it hasn't worked out too much lately, but this time it's finally working.
Okay, where are we landing right now? He tried to get the C4 on top of him. You saw how close he was to him. If he managed a sticky Snake, or a Terry, that's a really bad spot for him to be in. Back throw, gonna throw out another up smash. That go is a real factor. Gotta look out for power. Geyser, or bust a wolf. All you gotta do is get that one down tilt, the one jab. Any of those are gonna be able to confirm into any of those big hits, and he's gonna keep that meter too. That is not a one-time cost. He can now spam those moves if he so desires.
And now he's got to recover low. He has no other option. He's got crack shoot. He's gonna go ahead and get back up. The layered options right there. Once again, rolling right past that down smash. And you gotta take Buster Wolf again. That is a free 46 for making a mistake at ledge.
It's so difficult to have to deal with this. He's already living to 177. ApolloKage needs to shut down this stock right now before Riddles gets any more momentum off of this. Sitting at 57 damage, needs one more answer. I love that option. Just roll away, dropping the grenade. So his power guys are just managed to hit the grenade, instead explode right on top of him.
This is a very rare occurrence. The down air will finally do it, but it's not too often you see somebody living to a 210% versus Snake. That's how good Riddles' defense has been so far. He's going to climb right with them, and if he decided to challenge, he could have rising tackle to kill them off the top.
121. Trying to find a way down to the ground. He's not going to find his way, dude. Riddles is just following these landings so strongly and not allowing Kage to play the game that he wants to. I feel like this whole top 8 for ApolloKage has been just him trying to find any semblance of a lead.
I don't know what data Team Liquid's got on ApolloKage, but between the Buzz and Riddles, they have completely shut down a majority of his gameplay. It's been so hard for him to get in, and he started this round off with a much better lead, but he couldn't close out the stock.
No, I think that's the part I think he's just struggling with the most is ApolloKage just trying to find these KOs, and now that little hit for Riddles gonna put him in a really good spot to be able to try to get one more confirm. All he needs is a down tilt or a jab. He can easily confirm that into one of his big boy hits, whether it's a power geyser or bust a wolf.
You can buffer that option off of ledge, you can buffer the input and rise with it, so you will get a free punish as that back air comes through, and Riddles, another 2-stock victory to add to this accolade of this top 8 so far. ApolloKage is now staring down what could be potentially the end of his bracket run here at CEO.
Staring down the barrel of a potential 5th place finish after getting into top 8 winner's side. That's not a thought you want in the back of your head. That's not something you want to happen. But if I know anything about ApolloKage this entire weekend, is that he is really good at keeping his composure and trying to figure out the solution. I mean, look at him. He doesn't look that stressed at all. He's going to take a deep breath, come back in, go straight back to Hollow Bastion. We're going to see what the answer is going to be here for ApolloKage.
It's going to be difficult because Riddles is playing near perfect.
Oh.
It's been very, almost getting a gift.
As if on command.
If I didn't say anything, maybe we just fell. The cast is cursed, allowing him to live. But, Riddles, again, he's been playing like near spot on, but these trades are now exactly what Snake wants. This is the win condition you need to box with them and go up. But these combos are so quick for Terry to confirm off of, and it's not that easy to get back up. I like that toss-up with grenade, though, to try and push him away if he decided to get aggressive like he did.
Yeah, ApolloKage's been doing that a lot this weekend, where he finds himself with a low recovery. Instead of opting to go for that Cypher, where he's a sitting duck, he just goes for the grenade. Another grenade, by the way, coming into play to interrupt the Are You Okay Buster Wolf, and then connecting the KO with the C4. This is the first time we're seeing ApolloKage with a lead against Riddles, and he's got to take that a mile, bro.
Again, yeah, exactly. This is the win condition now. You trade as much as you can. It's not going to last very long. Minimal amount of damage gained at 21% for that second stock. But answering right back again with these dares, these out-of-shield options are now starting to work a bit more for AK.
Going back in there, we're seeing a lot more scrappage coming out from Apollo. He's winning a lot of these scraps whenever they're like go flying in the same distance. You see the back airs coming out, big hitbox, long-lasting hitbox. He can easily win out the scraps. And now we see a big lead coming out in this stock and managed to finish it off with the calling out that roll into the up tilt. This is what I'm talking about. ApolloKage can keep his composure and bring this back.
Here's Mr. Scoobert Dubert himself. He's starting to wake up on game number 3, and that's it's the best time to do it because we had no more chances after this. Gonna get the read. He gets the stick. He's got the C4 attached to him, so he can just blow it up, or he can try and get the grab, send them high, and go for an early kill.
Okay, we're trying to play some power waves out here, play the projectile game against the likes of Snake, and to keep the ground and no ground zone. You have to stay airborne in order to try to get away from those. There we go. We got the up B coming out of the jabs, trying to figure that out, or they're going for the charge variation.
Yeah, and use that C4 as a free disadvantage drop as well, getting back down safely. Now C4 back in center stage, so it's going to be, he just runs through it. He cares not whatsoever. He just gets a dash attack. And now ApolloKage on his tournament stock, potentially here for the rest of this match.
The bravery on this man to be able to go through the fires and the flames to be able to find that opening. And now the go is on the table. This could be really scary for Apollo.
At least now he's got a wall he can put up and make it more difficult to try and go in with Buster Wolf, trying to catch any anti-airs. Just put everything you can in front of Riddles to make sure that you can get him airborne. Try and go for an up air, maybe go for that up tilt again, but it's been very, very cautious on how he approaches so he does not get comboed by Riddles right now.
165. Literally the smallest little hit, a grab, could kill at this point. So Riddles has got to be hyper aware of everything that can come towards his direction. And we're going to continue to just throw out grenades and force Riddles to pick the approach. Oh my god, he just went through that. He didn't care at all.
That's a shonen protagonist right there. He just punched through all of that and no care. He did it again!
Are you
This
kidding
man
me?
is breaking rules!
And he couldn't grab it. Oh, drops a C4 grenade, whatever explosion you want. Managed to finally take a game, to bring this to a 2-1 scoreboard.
Bro, does Hitbox like sponsor Liquid? Because that man was cheating. Like that didn't make sense. He did that multiple times in a row, and he almost snuck out a W there. But instead, ApolloKage with a big sigh of relief still keeps the bracket run alive, and for the first time seeing that one in the column. Last time he saw that was game number 1 against the Buzz before he switched, and this could be the time where it starts to change.
There was one dangerous moment in that last game that had me like jumping out of my seat, and it was the fact that he was holding shield right in front of him and could get a grab to kill it, but he was holding onto a grenade so he couldn't grab, and Riddles knew that. So Riddles was like, I'm just gonna hold shield this whole time. ApolloKage was able to finish that off. Now we're going over to small battlefield to figure out what we can do here for this landing. Already off to a fantastic start, not allowing him to land for a bit.
I like what he did there too. The moment he saw the double jump was gone, instantly kept trying to pressure with up air, saying, I'll take these trades, I'll get this combo damage, I don't mind. Because that is a free damage builder for me while you try to touch the ground. He's already got him at 68, climbing even higher, trying to pressure him on a spot dodge with that back air. Doesn't find it, but the pressure is rising.
90 damage, 107, back off stage, disadvantage. ApolloKage cannot find his way back down to the ground, getting any meaningful damage whatsoever in the process, and in fact, kind of just dies to his own explosions.
Ends up making a mistake being right around the C4 when it ends up going off, so that's going to end up costing him his first stock. And for Riddles, you take that every day of the week. Right now trying to go for, I'm pretty sure it was just a grenade toss, and he died so early for that aggressive forward air. Look, the writing on the wall is starting to play as things are not looking too good for ApolloKage.
Riddles had to give him one because right now he's looking dominant in this game 4 situation. 3 stocks to 1, like what do you do? If you're Snake, if you are ApolloKage, what is the answer? Because right now, I don't think there is one.
The main answer really is just hope that Riddles throws. You need to get him to rush at you a ton and get your damage for free, because usually the trades are what you want. You can't afford to take trades anymore. You can survive for a long time against many characters. You are not surviving that back air super often, and it's looking like Riddles is trying to do exactly that.
Up tilt, call out that jump in front of you. This is the potential time to get it, especially with that go meter activate. Oh no, there it is! Down tilt into Busta Wolf. Riddles taking it 3-1, and it's gonna move on into loser semis.
Finishing that with a 3-stock finish on that last game. There were moments in time where ApolloKage could have made him gotten back, but after that down air on the attempted rising forward air, it was kind of curtains. That was such an early KO, especially against someone like Snake. Trying to get a W there is just near impossible, but still, incredible job. Give it up for ApolloKage making it all the way here to 5th place.